Welcome back, Jamie Mailer Guy here, inventor of sliced bread. I'm going to show you what I've been up to at my Workaway today, and what I've been doing, and what I've been up to, and what I've been doing, and all of that. I'm being left on my own today, so here's my list of things I have to do. I'm going to start on cutting the threads, then we're going to tidy up the chicken coop, maybe have a look at the bananas, and we're going to have another run at the road on the bobcat. But let's go and get them threads finished on the cutting majiggy. So this little thing adds thread into the holes for screws and stuff, because it's going to be screwed to something. Now they've all got threads on them, all these holes that I drilled yesterday. So this goes with this, and this goes on this. This goes on here somewhere, which cuts this stone underneath, and then you just break off the stone. So that's what that's for. Because this area is being built into a house, and I'll show you something else I've been working on a bit later. But before I show you that, I've just got to finish tidying up this roof. This for the chickens. For the wow, there's only one chicken at the moment, but we just put up this roof the other day. I'm starting with here. I dug that hole, and we put in some cement and these posts. Oh, Dobby's locked out. This is Dobby. Dobby the dog. Dobby the dog. I'll let you in, Dobby. Come on. Then after we put the posts in, I wire brushed all these posts before they were up there, and Stuart put them up when I was away, and I painted them with a I think it was zinc, to just coat it, to protect it from the rain and stuff. And then we got this netting up, because before we had this, it was a fruit fly net, which is a bit overkill for the chickens. So they decided to put up this net instead. Up here there's a seam where these are two nets connected, and then here's another net that me and Miranda sewn together with fishing wire, and then we just kind of dragged it over the top. So now it's up and it's looking fresh and funky. But now I just need to tidy up all the edges, so I'm gonna do that. Come and check out what I've just discovered on the net as well. The actual net, not the internet. Right here. Passion fruit. So I've kind of been starting to think about what I want to do next. In my last video I said I was speaking on how I wanted to choose where I was instead of just applying to jobs online and going to whichever one accepted me. My kind of loose plan at the moment is in a couple of weeks I should have a tax rebate of a couple of grand, and I figure that's going to be a good way for me, probably the best chance that I'm going to have now till I get another job, of any money, because I don't have any money coming in. So the idea is I'm going to head towards the coast, probably head back east towards the coast, and then I'll print off a few CVs, and starting, I don't know, in Yeppoon or something, I'll start handing them out to bars and stuff. So I'll start handing out my CVs, and then once someone says, that's very rude, bird. Once someone says, yeah, we've got a job for you, full time with good hours, I'll say, all right. And then I'll just go on spareroom.com. This is not a sponsor. And I'll just find a room, and or maybe I'll see if the pub has a spare room, but I don't think many will, because at the moment it's winter, so a lot of people are heading north, so it's going to be pretty hard to find a job, I think. But sometimes you just have to roll the dice, right? I did contact a Workaway a couple of days ago in Airlie Beach, to see if maybe I could go and do a Workaway whilst I look for a job. But they messaged back last night and they said, sorry, we've actually just had some other people contact us. If you messaged 2 weeks ago, we would have been able to take you, but which is fine. It's but as a backpacker, I don't really have a plan 2 weeks ahead. So I was like, yeah, no worries. I mean, that's just how she goes sometimes. I kind of took them saying no as a sign that I've got to roll the dice on this one and just go get in my car, head to the coast and just go north until someone gives me a job. I've got enough money, I reckon, to like pay my bond and everything. So that's going to be the idea once my rebate comes in. So that's kind of the plan for the next, I don't know, I'm just going to stay here for a couple more weeks and then we're going to go and find a room somewhere. Here we go. Some more passion fruits, 5 more, so that's 6 in total. Caught by the net, very kindly, very kindly caught by the net. 5 more. So I don't think it would be unfair to say that, you know, just getting in the car and going, heading up the east coast to the, you know, the unknown to me, it's not unfair to say that that's a silly idea. Just hoping that you're going to go and find a job somewhere with no kind of backups and not really that much money to your name. But I think it's part of the adventure, really. Sometimes in life you got to like roll the dice and, you know, hope that you get the double sixes. Check out this big guy I just found on the fence. I don't know if that focused, but big ant. Okay, so that netting's all tidied up, apart from this end, which I think needs to be cut, but I won't do that just yet. There we go. So now the chickens are protected from the hawks. That's good. That's good. You don't want chickens eaten by hawks. But it's time for a coffee break, I reckon. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Is it time for a coffee break? Leave your comments in the answers in the comments down below, guys. This is a lemonade lemon. It's so sweet you can eat it. Beautiful. Lovely. So now I'm just gonna hop on the laptop quickly, get online. I'm gonna log on and just have a little bit of a look of where I'm gonna go when I do leave here. And then we're gonna go get in the bobcat because I think that's what's next. So, done the threads. What the hell? Tidy up the chicken coop roof. Why is that doing that? What the fuck is going on? Well, this wasn't a good clip that I wanted it to be. Have a look at bananas. Another run up the road on a bobcat. I'm going to do that one next. This is the bobcat right here. It's like a digger thing, right? So it digs in stuff and it makes hard dirt. You take the dirt and it goes to somewhere else. And this is the track just around this corner that I've been doing the road on. I done it yesterday and then I was like, that's probably fine. And then I went for a run a few hours later and I ran past it. I was like, ooh, I should probably give that another crack actually, because I've only just started using it. I've never used one before, and so it's a bit tricky, but you get used to it, and I just need some more practice really. So I'm going to be moving this dirt here. So once you've got these piles down, you want to get rid of any sticks or big rocks like this one down here, just because obviously they get in the way when you start smoothing them down. This first little pile over here was an accident. I hit the wrong lever when I was trying to get out, but I'm just going to focus on one little bit for now, because I'm still getting used to that. I can do the like kind of moving the soil and everything, but actually getting the bars on and smoothing it all out has proven quite tricky, and it's quite frustrating because as you're trying to smooth them out, you're driving over them, right, and the bobcat just starts like buckarooing and going up and down, and it makes it quite tricky to get it all nice and smooth. So I've just been trying to do that, and that's why I kind of failed with it yesterday, because I think the first time I used it, Stuart came and done all the smoothing out, so I've only done it one time. But this is what it's all about, baby, learning to do things. I'm allowed to use that machine. This machine here, I'm allowed to use it. Someone's let me. So someone's thought, wow, this guy can probably use that. So this is the machine that I'm using, that I'm allowed to use. The heavy machinery, I'm allowed to use this heavy machinery. Right, now we need to go and get the bars on and try and smooth this out a bit. That's that road done. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'll see what Stuart says later. Maybe it might need some more, but I think it's looking better. And it's 12:30, which where I come from, that means lunch. I'm just gonna pop in here, this lovely garden, because down here is some lettuce. Now it's important to pick the outside leaves on the lettuce so it can continue to grow. And I only need a little bit for my sandwich. That's one of the great things, right, of being in a kind of homestead thing like this, is you just can't get fresher lettuce than picking it off the plant yourself. There we go, fresh bread. Fresh bread. There we go. I've never been good at slicing bread. I don't think anyone is. But I invented it. So I'm going to enjoy my lunch. Is that a bit unnatural, that kind of pan? I'm going to have my lunch, have a coffee, log on for a little bit, and then we're going to go and see this house. I'm going to show you what I've been doing, building a house. Kind of building a house. Go on. We're just following Dobby. Dobby's following me, I suppose. We're going down here. So this here is where Stuart's new house is going to be. As you can see, we've got some kind of things there, some metal bits in this dugout trench thing. So you can see I haven't actually built anything here. but let me show you what I have done. So just remember this, and bam, here we go. So we got this 3D scan of that area, complete with my fleece that I left down there when I took this 3D scan. So I do still have to use my phone for some things, but yeah, so I've got this 3D scan of the area, and then what we have is the reference. So if I get rid of this surround, this is the reference of the dimensions of the house that Stuart's going to build. And so what I've done is, just to visualize it a bit better, I've built this up a little bit on Blender. I'm no pro at Blender, but yeah, this is kind of what I've been doing. I've thrown this together real quick because I've not had much time to do it. But yeah, as you can see, we've got kind of the baseline, and then I can start like adding stuff in. So like here, this is going to be the let me see, we've got the glass, so the sliding doors, I'll just add in the sliding doors here, across here, the sliding glass doors, and start adding in toilets, and then eventually it should kind of give Stuart an idea of his visualization of the project, and just give it a bit more of a real feel. And I didn't necessarily need to add this bit, but I thought it'd be cool if I did, quite frankly. So yeah, there we go. That's what I've been building, if you want to call it that. But it's still sunny outside, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit on Blender now, because that'd be a waste of the sunshine. Lovely. I've also got a video to edit for Miranda, so I'll just chuck in a little clip here.
Once you have an appropriate IBC, you should cut it in half with an angle grinder and wash out any residue that might be left over. You'll then want to cut an overflow hole with a hole saw, about 20 centimeters.
That was our tutorial that we made together of how to build an IBC. I'll put the link below, even when that's out. And that's kind of the kind of stuff I've been doing at the Workaway. I've been loving it. Obviously, just sitting and having your morning coffee looking out like that. Fucking beautiful. Yeah, I've pretty much finished all the things I was supposed to do today. I do need to go and have a look at the banana plants just down here, because they've had wild turkeys flying up and eating the bananas before they can grow. So I'll show you over here. So here are these banana plants, which we have successfully bagged. As you can see just there, they've got bags over them, but the other ones are harder to get to. So we've got to try and devise a plan on how to protect them ones as well, because these ones you can get to pretty easy, but the other ones are on a bit of a slope. So getting the ladder to it is difficult. And banana plants aren't particularly strong because they're not trees, right? They look like trees, but they're not. So you can't really lean a ladder up against them or anything. So let's call it there. That'll be the end. Thanks very much for watching. It's been a blast. It's been a really lovely day. Hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've some of the stuff I've been up to. Every day is different here. So this is just one day in Wondai. Thank you very much for watching. I love you very much, and I hope you have a beautiful day. So I'm just sat here having my lunch, and that, and what is that? I don't know what that is, but just down here is a yellow robin. Not actually related to the robin, the English robin that some of us may know, but this is a good spot to sit with a camcorder by my side, because there's the bird bath here, Sometimes birds go and have a little drink, a little bath. So I like to just sit here and watch.